Hello, hello, hello. This is the Dream Medium, and this is a $25 general live stream love reading. I'm going to post the link to my PayPal, so if you're interested, you're more than welcome to join the list. This is a good time to make your purchase because I just started and the line isn't long right now. I don't think there's anyone who has made a purchase, so if you don't want to wait, this is a good time. Let's see. So I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are safe. Hope everything is okay with you and your family, your loved ones. I know there's some chaos going on right now. Let's see. So I'm going to post the link to my PayPal. Let's see. Let me just try to find my PayPal. Welcome, welcome, welcome to those of you who are joining. This is the Dream Medium. This is a $25 love reading. I'm going to tell you what I see about your love life. We'll talk about it. I'll try to give some advice to help you out. This is a good time to make a purchase if you are interested, just because you wouldn't have to wait as long. Once more people join, the list is going to get longer. So if you don't like waiting, this is a good time. Rosemary, hi. How are you, Rosemary? Still happening? Um, what do you mean, this live stream? I just started. It's been 2 minutes, so you're right on time, Rosemary. I love your name, by the way. It's so beautiful and calming. Hi, Brown Eye. How are you? Okay, so any info about your love life? Okay, so you guys, that is the link to my PayPal. Wait a second. Why isn't it coming out as a link? Hold on. Copy link. Okay. One second. Let me repost it. I'm not sure why it's not coming out as a link. It's kind of annoying. Let's see. Copy. Paste. Copy link. Okay, that's better. So that's the actual link. For some reason, the first one I posted, it's not like coming out as a link, but that is the link, the second one that I posted. Like I said, it's a $25 general love reading. I'm going to look into your love life and we'll see we will see what is going on in your love life, and I'll try to give you some advice. Brown Eye, you said, is it worth it to do another? When you did a reading for me last week, I do feel a change though between me and him, or like a fear or anxiety. It's all up to you, Brown Eye. It's all up to you. If I did a reading for you last week, you said, and you feel like there's been some changes, I mean, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to get this reading. It's all up to you. Let's see. So, by the way, if you guys do decide to make a purchase, and your PayPal name is different from your YouTube name, if you could please let me know, um, so that I'll know who to call on. Last time, I did this reading about 2 days ago, and people really liked it. They were telling me how helpful it was, especially to give them better clarity on the situation. Um, so it definitely made me feel really good that I was helping people. Let's see. So I'm just going to be here, you guys. I'm still here, just over here, keeping an eye on my channel. If you guys do make a purchase, please let me know. Okay, let's see. Brown Eyes. Okay, let's do your reading, Brown Eyes. Let's see what's going on here. Alrighty. What is going on in Bobby's love life? What's going on in Bobby's love life? What is 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 going on in Bobby's love life? What's happening in Bobby's love life? Clarify the Knight of Cups. Clarify the High Priestess. Clarify the Devil. Clarify the Death card. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So, what's happening right now in your love life? You have the Knight of Cups being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Who is trying to make this decision? So it's you trying to make this decision, Bobby, because with the Knight of Cups, this is your love interest here wanting to give you an offer. Now, I do understand why you're kind of cautious or your uncertainty. Definitely because with this Knight energy, you know, I always say when a cup is being offered in a love reading, you don't know what is inside of that cup. You can't see what's inside of it. Yes, it does look shiny and golden and it looks very valuable, but it could be an empty cup. So I definitely see why you're kind of cautious, and you're trying to make a decision if this is something that you want to go forth. But with the Two of Pentacles here, just try to make up your mind, because I feel like it's been kind of draining you a little bit to make a set decision about this person. But the decision is more so what lies ahead. The decision is this a person where I can see myself being with long term? Because you even have the Star card here. So I do see that this is someone who you want to build with, but I just feel like your concern is what's their intention. Is that what you're kind of concerned about, Bobby? And you guys are more than welcome to chat with me as I do your reading. Let me know if something doesn't make sense and I'll try to clarify or elaborate. In clarity of that Knight of Cups, you even have the Lovers here. So with a Lovers card, I'll tell you this, Bobby, this is a connection that has a lot of potential, and this is a soulmate connection, but this Lovers card specifically, it's almost like when one partner sees all the potential and they're seeing this soulmate connection, but they feel like their partner isn't. They're like, why aren't you seeing this? Why aren't you accepting the beauty in this? Like, why aren't you realizing the potential? It's like one partner sees that it's a soulmate connection and the other partner is kind of struggling to see it that way, kind of overcomplicating the situation. Let's see. Yes, I'm concerned with him ever making an offer or commitment, and if it's an empty promise or right, exactly. And you know, with this Knight of Cups, I wish I could tell you, you know, it's abundant. I wish I could tell you that the offer that he is willing to give you is like great, but it's a cup, you know, and he is coming in with this Knight energy, and knights are notoriously known to be, yes, they're charming, but they're also known to like be quite indecisive. They'll start something and not finish it. Or, you know, they'll be passionate about you one day and then passionate about another person the next day. Those are just, you know, characteristics of a knight. Now, let me try to pick up on. Now, I do feel like the reason why you're having these concerns is because he did do something to you in the past that kind of, I don't want to say it's traumatizing you. I just feel like he showed you a certain side of him in the past, and That's why you became a little bit cautious towards him. Um, yeah, I feel like he kind of gave you a hard time in the past. That's why you're coming out as this Seven of Wands, because you've overcome a lot of obstacles, a lot of obstacles in this connection with him, and the obstacles, the problems came from his end. So I definitely see why you're cautious. Next you have the High Priestess. Um, you said, that's crazy. I was just writing down my feelings of being scarred by what I've been through and how it takes a toll on me. Exactly, because the Seven of Wands is your energy, so you've been through a lot. I mean, you've definitely came out of, problems and obstacles victoriously, but it really shaped you into the person that you are right now. Um, so with this High Priestess being clarified by the Judgment, I really just, I don't know. It's like I feel like you've been thinking about everything recently, and you got to be careful. You got to be careful not to drain yourself that way, because with the Empress, it's like you did have major goals that you wanted to accomplish with this person, but it's like recently you've been kind of taking a step back and reevaluating. And there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you saw some red flags. Maybe it's your intuition telling you, hey, this is, once upon a time, this was the person that you wanted to build with. This was the person that you wanted a future with. But think about it for a second time, you know? Because the High Priestess here, I do feel like you are prepared. I feel like the problem is not from your side. I feel like you do know what you want. It's more so this Knight here who doesn't know what he wants. And while he will give you an offer to keep you from being upset and to keep you from leaving, if you know what you want and your partner doesn't know what they want, that will cause a lot of obstacles in the connection. And so, you know, with the High Priestess here, this is you being really prepared for something serious. But the concern is, will your partner be able to meet you halfway? Is what you want what they want? In clarity of the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords came out. So I do see very soon there's going to be a disagreement, okay? Um, there's going to be some disagreement when you find out that perhaps the speed that you're going on in this connection is not the speed that they are going on, as in the things that you're wanting in this connection, they don't really want it yet. Okay, someone is a little bit, like I said, you're this High Priestess, you're ready for something serious. I don't think they are, and I feel like very soon I kind of see a little, just a, it's not like a major, fight, but I do see some communication going back and forth between the two of you about this situation. Um, Next, you have the Devil being clarified by the Six of Wands. So, really, what I'm seeing here with the Devil card is this is you versus your conflictions, right? This is not necessarily you versus them. It's you versus your intuition, you versus what your heart is telling you. Because, like I said, the doubt here, okay, the doubts here is not, I don't see that they've necessarily done something wrong, but it's just the pace that they're on. They're not on the same page as you. They're not giving you what you want. So I feel like that's where the problem is. So the Devil card, it's like the heart versus the mind situation, where perhaps the heart is telling you one thing and the mind is telling you something else. So it's like you're kind of arguing with yourself. You're, feeling conflicted about, it's like your inner thoughts. You're kind of arguing with your inner thoughts, if that makes sense. In clarity of the Devil, you do have the Tower card here. I want to pull out another card for this Tower card. So yes, with the 10 of Pentacles clarifying the Tower, this is a time where you've been really like just reflecting on a lot and you've been reevaluating, and I'm kind of concerned because You know, if this person really wants to be with you, they have to step it up because you're wanting a commitment. You're wanting something stable. You know, the 10 of Pentacles is really that long-term commitment, you know, possibly marriage, settling down with each other. Like I said, you're prepared for all of that. But once this communication, this slight disagreement that will happen soon occurs with the Tower card here, it's like everything that you've wanted to accomplish with this person, you will have to take a step back and think, well, is this a person where I'm willing to kind of hold back on the things that I want and wait for them to be ready, or should I just leave the situation? Is this making sense, Bobby? Let's see. You said exactly, that's what I've been doing, taking a step back and trying to see if it's all worth it. The waiting and keeping the faith. I know he's scared to love, to be vulnerable, and I need to be patient. And that's exactly what I was saying when I said that, you know, this is you being very conflicted. It's almost like you're arguing with yourself, right? Like that voice in your head. Is this someone who I'm willing to wait for because they're, you know, they're not ready for what I am ready for, or should I just move forward? And I definitely, your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid, Bobby, because with this Knight of Cups, you don't know what this offer is going to be. And they're coming out with a Knight. I wish I could tell you, hey, girl, you know, be patient with this man because he's coming towards you with something major. But he's going to come towards you with this Knight and this cup. And it's like, what is inside of that cup, though? You know, is it something that's worth the wait, or is it something, is it an empty cup filled with false hope, broken promises? So during this time, it's really for you to listen to what your heart is telling you, and you know what you've experienced with this individual. If you've had a bad past with them, where they were in the past, they were doing this same thing, then girl, you just have to be like, I don't want to waste any more time. I mean, that's what I would be like if I gave you a chance in the past and you know you're doing the same thing now. Next, you have the Death card being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So I do see, okay, now the future can change because now you're being aware of this and you might try to avoid it from happening. But with the Death card, I do see you making a decision, especially because this Tower moment will happen. And with the Death card, I see you choosing to take a break from this situation. Because of this Death card here, putting an end to something, you know. And with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning that I do see you accepting. And the Eight of Wands is like you releasing what you've been really struggling with, a connection that you've been really struggling with. So if you keep on this path, this is what's going to happen. If you don't want this to happen, if you don't want to leave it, like I said, the future can change. It could be avoided since you are being aware of it now. But you know, just to let you know, I do see that this is something that you'll choose to take a step back. You might tell him, hey, let's take a little break, or, you know, let's end things, but still be cordial with one another. And the Ace of Pentacles is you taking a new beginning and letting this situation go, this stressful situation go. Okay. So that's crazy. I was just writing down my feelings of being scared of what I've been through and how it takes a toll on me. I know he's my twin flame and soulmate, and he doesn't see it. Yeah, especially because that Lover's card came out. That Lover's card definitely came out. So it's really all up to you, Bobby. Like, if you want to wait this out and see what happens, go for it. I will say this, your feelings are definitely valid. I see why you're kind of concerned, because I do see that the two of you are simply not on the same page. And so that's where the clash is going to come in. Well, that's a good interpretation, Bobby, of that, where was it? That's a great interpretation of the Death card. If I could find it. Or you were trying to interpret the Eight of Wands, right? But the thing is, the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles clarifies the Death card. So I don't see it that way, but you know, it could be if that's what your heart is telling you. But the Death card, I don't see it that way. Okay. So, Bobby, I do hope that you know, this kind of encourages you to, number one, listen to, you know, what your intuition is telling you as well. But I do hope that this kind of gave you some clarity, and especially confirmation that what you're feeling is valid, because I'm seeing those concerns as well, especially from his side. Um, so I do hope that that helped. Thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate you. So, Bobby, you're the only one that's on my list. If there's anyone else who wants a reading, you're more than welcome. I'm just going to be here pretty much chilling. So, if you make a purchase, just let me know. So, we're going to do Latasha's reading. Latasha. So, Latasha, I know that you're not here right now, but I will definitely email you and give you the timestamp, okay? What's going on in Latasha's love life? What's going on in Latasha's love life? What's happening in Latasha's love life? What is going on in Latasha's love life? What is going on in Latasha's love life? What is going on in Latasha's love life? Clarify the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Chariot. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Take both of these. So, Latasha, what's happening in your love life? You do have the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is a very symbolic card, okay? It represents a person who has made many investments in, you know, something from their past, but unfortunately they didn't, you know, they weren't benefited. They were working hard to get the outcome that they wanted, you know, made major investments, put a lot of their time, work, effort into a situation that they still, you know, they just couldn't get the outcome that they wanted. And so they're having to have that faith and that courage to move forward and walk away from their investments and have that faith that by moving on and starting a new beginning, they will get what they've been trying so hard to get in their past. So, Latasha, I do feel like what's going on in your love life right now is you've been experiencing a lot of disappointment. I do feel like you either went through a breakup, separation, or there was someone. No, what I'm hearing is well, it sort of is a separation, right? Because there was someone who you were romantically interested in, and you were putting in a lot of effort to try to get that person to commit or try to get that person to feel the same way about you. And, you were working overtime to really show and prove to them, the potential of this connection, but unfortunately they just couldn't see it. And so the Eight of Cups is just saying, hey, you invested so much, you really tried to get this person to be on the same page as you, but unfortunately this is something that just didn't turn out in your favor. So you're being encouraged with this Eight of Cups. As much as you are upset, it's time for you to move forward and put your investments in something that you'll actually be benefited by. In clarity of the Eight of Cups, you have this Ten of Wands. So you're having a hard time letting go right now. There's disappointment, but there's also a lot of blame game going on here. Questioning what you could have done better. What you should have done, what ifs, could have, would have's. The best thing that you could do is realize in the Eight of Cups is confirming that you did more than enough. You did more than enough, but just understand that in a relationship, it's two people. And if you're the only one who's making investments and the other person isn't, it's not going to work. So there's nothing more that you really could have done. So you need to really try to, heal, forgive yourself, because this Ten of Wands, it's stress, it's burden, it's what you've been holding on to from the past, although you've chosen to move forward. In clarity of the Eight of Cups, you also have the Knight of Wands. I actually want to clarify this Knight of Wands. So the good thing here, I knew it. So the good thing here is very soon you will have someone new. You will have a new person coming into your love life, and this person is very different from the current person that you've been very conflicted about. This is someone who it's like really a 10 out of 10, and that's very hard coming from me, but it's this person is very close to a 10 out of 10 because no one's perfect, right? But it's like your knight in shiny armor coming in to sort of save you after this rejection. In clarity of the Nine of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So very soon you're going to be very torn because you're in a place where it's like a new beginning is awaiting. And I saw it with this Eight of Cups. It's like you've taken a couple steps forward to start this new beginning. But in order for you to start something new, you have to put an end to something from your past, right? You have to close one cycle before beginning a new cycle. So what this Wheel of Fortune is saying, try to heal, try to let go of this past baggage because you do have a new beginning awaiting. And then you even have the Page of Swords here. So it's gonna happen where, oh, I see chaos happening for you. Because when this new person comes in, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have that ex that you haven't been having a lot of good luck with. They're going to come in as well during that same time after they rejected you, right? But exes always come back, especially when they see that you're moving forward and you're no longer chasing after them with that push and pull runner chaser game, right? That most players really like. Next, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So you have the Nine of Pentacles being clarified by the, I'm sorry, I believe it was Nine of Pentacles. Sorry, I was trying to check up on the chat. Nine of Pentacles being clarified by the Two of Wands. So like I said, there's going to come a time, this is going to happen very soon, this year, where it's like you're going to be torn and it's like you have one foot in the next door and one it's like you're one foot in the next door, but the other foot is still in the last door because you haven't closed a past cycle. Now the Nine of Pentacles is saying if you do take that risk and you have faith to continue to move forward, you will be on a path of abundance. You will get everything that you were struggling to get with this current person. That's what the Nine of Pentacles is saying. In clarity of the Nine of Pentacles, though, you have the Two of Wands. So that's that self-discipline to be able to it's really temptation that I'm seeing from your past. Of course, seeing how abundant this new beginning is going to be for you, there will be temptation from your past, people from your past who don't want you to move forward, especially seeing how abundant your future is going to be. So that's when that discipline comes into play where you'll say, "You know what? I don't want this from my past. I don't want this ex, because when I wanted you, you didn't want me back. So why are you doing these things to like hold me back from moving forward? You'll have to make that major decision if you want to go back to a past cycle or move forward into something new. Okay. Next you have the Chariot. So the Chariot is really all about action. In Clarity of the Chariot, you do have the Three of Swords. Excuse me, this is like double the confirmation that, hey, Latasha, you need to make up your mind before this happens, because you don't want that new person to come in and you're still conflicted about something from your past, okay? I don't see you intentionally forming this third party situation. I just feel like it will happen because you will still let this current person have access to you and to tempt you. So that's what the Three of Swords is saying. Let's see what's going on with this Queen of Swords. So in Clarity of the Queen of Swords, you do have the Seven of Cups. Now, I do see you giving, I don't want to say a second chance, but you will let this person continue to tempt you to the point where they will push you and push you and push you, and you'll finally have enough. Perhaps you just need to sort of get a burnout with this current person that you've been dealing with. But yeah, with the Queen of Swords, this is you later on seeing the bigger picture and seeing that this person is really just like temptation. They come in whenever they sense that you're no longer chasing them. In Clarity of that Queen of Swords, let's just talk about the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups is this major realization that you'll have once you see how abundant your new beginning is. Especially when you see the endless amounts of opportunities that you will have in the future with other suitors, specifically that new person who's coming in. It's like a taste of freedom, okay? A taste of freedom that you'll get once you finally shut this person out. And then the next clarity card for that Queen of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands. Let's see what's this all about. Oh, okay. So Nine of Wands. Listen, Latasha, you have to understand the kind of person that you're dealing with, because I feel like even after you've long after you decide to put an end to this, there's still like that itch that you're gonna have. Perhaps because you'll still need closure from this individual, and you won't get that closure. Okay. And I know it's going to be hard. I know people like closure. You need to know why it couldn't happen and stuff like that. But when you're dealing with an individual like this who only wants to hold you back, but they don't want to commit, but they don't want you to move forward, is this even a type of person that you even need answers from? Because they're just going to confuse you and cause more conflictions, right? So, I definitely see a lot of abundance coming towards your love life, Latasha, but it's like this current person that you've been struggling with, it's like they're this dark cloud, just hovering over you. And once you shut them out, you'll definitely see things clearer. So Latasha, I do hope that this helped. I know you're not in the chat right now, but I will definitely send you a email of your timestamp, okay? Hi, Nita. Okay, let's see what's going on with this list. Okay, Nita, we're gonna do you next. What's going on in Nita's love life? What's going on in Nita's love life? is going on in Nita's love life? What is going on in Nita's love life? What's going on? Clarify the Ten of Wands. Clarify the Two of Swords. Clarify the Sun card. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Ooh, this one is like screaming at me. What is this? Oh, Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay. Yep. So, Nita, let's look into your love life. You have the Ten of Wands. Okay. Ten of Wands being clarified by the Justice. Give me 1 second. Let me see here. I feel like this message for you that I'm hearing is kind of similar to Bobby's reading that I did earlier, because it's like, recently you've been having to really have a major reevaluation of this person, your love interest that you're dealing with. Just because with the Empress, I do feel like you and them are kind of on different pages, With the Empress here, you're ready for stability. You're ready for something serious. But with the Justice, something recently happened where you kind of had to think, is this a person that I want to be with? Is this who I want my partner to be? Um, Clarify this Justice. What happened here? Page of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Okay. It's either that you're reevaluating what you want with this person because you have your eyes on someone else, or you found out that they have their eyes on someone else, which is making you question this connection. And it's also, I do feel like you and this current person, you guys were moving towards something really big. Like you're moving towards, like I said, you do want to accomplish major things with this individual, like a serious commitment, maybe even marriage in the future. But due to this third party situation or something that you found out, you're kind of pulling back. Is this making sense, Nita? To conclude this pile here, it's like the two of you were on your way to something big. You've definitely made major plans with this person, but because of what you discovered, it's like, I don't know if I want this. You want them, but it's like, I don't know if this is a good idea anymore. you know um and it's causing you, with the Ten of Wands, it's even worse now because you've been disappointed, your expectations were not met, and with the Ten of Wands, you feel like you're carrying this relationship all on your own. Like your person isn't really making the situation making the situation better, to make you feel some relief due to their due to this foul play that they did. But it's either that someone else caught your eye, so you're kind of taking a step back to figure out if this is a person that you want, or they were the ones who, is kind of getting the attention of someone else. I feel like they're the ones who's doing this with this third party situation. Next, you have the Two of Swords being clarified by the Nine of Swords. Okay. So, I do see in your love life, first of all, you've been really going back and forth about the situation. You've been very stressed out because the Nine of Swords, girl, you're not even getting good sleep because of this. And you gotta sleep, okay? You gotta sleep. But you've been staying up. What's been causing you to feel this stressed out? I mean, I'm not shocked that the Nine of Swords came out because you did have the Ten of Wands, which is stress and burden. But this is something that's having a major toll on you, and so it's simply because you're having to reevaluate everything because of what was exposed about this person. You know, in the beginning you were so certain, you were so sure, yes, we're going to accomplish this and that, yes, we're heading towards something big, and then boom, whatever it is that you found out, most likely that third party situation interference, it's like now you're kind of taking a step back and you're having to make a decision that you're not really making. You're still at crossroads. That's why you're coming out with this as this Two of Swords, okay? You're not making a decision because you feel like it's not the right time, or there's still something that you need to know before you can make your final decision. Um, you know, in clarity of the Two of Swords, you do have the like I said, Nine of Swords. You're not making a decision right now, most likely because you're still trying to get some information. In clarity of that Nine of Swords, the Hierophant, I think the thing with you is you're the type of person where you think first before you make a decision, before you take action, which is excellent. So the Hierophant, you're just wanting to get all the clarity, all the information first before you can make this very wise and insightful major decision. Because like I said, this is something that you've invested a lot of your time in. Next, you have the Sun card being clarified by the Devil. Let's see what's going on here. Clarify the Knight of Wands. So this is the message that I'm hearing for you. What you've been asking, because I feel like you've been manifesting something, or you've been asking for answers. Like, I need to know what's going on. Like, show me a sign, you know, show me a sign, God, show me a sign for what I need to do about this person. And that's exactly what you're going to get. You will get your answer very soon. You will see so many signs, so many things, and people will be exposed to you to the point where this decision will be so easy for you to make. Because with the Sun card here, I'm definitely hearing acceptance. Regardless of what it is, what the decision will be, what will be shown to you, it's acceptance. In clarity of the Sun card, you do have the Devil. So the Devil is like, you know, while the situation will get worse, it will stress you out even more. But at the end of the day, you did ask for clarity. You did ask for answers. And so when you do get your answers, that Devil card is asking you, now that you have your answers, are you willing to take action? Are you willing to make certain sacrifices or let go of the situation where you have invested so much? You know what I'm saying? It's like, now that you know what you're going to do you have that courage? Do you have that strength to do it? In clarity of the Sun card, you also have the Five of Wands. I was getting some third party interference. I wish I could say this person is changing, but I don't think so, because the Five of Wands came out. So that's even more commotion. More commotion. And the Five of Wands often represents a problem that's not just going to be involving you and your partner, but it's going to be involving or affecting people outside of the connection, outside of the relationship. So that's more drama, more commotion. In clarity, you also have the Wheel of Fortune. So just understand that, you know, when you do get the sign as to what you should do, understand that you do have a new beginning. This reading definitely reminds me a lot about the very first reading that I did. Understand that you do have the option to move forward. You do have a new beginning. And let's just say, if you take that new beginning, you will meet someone new. Okay. But like I always say, you have to end one cycle before you can get into the next. Okay. Next, you have the Eight of Swords being clarified by this Tower card. I'm telling you, Nita, I'm telling you, with the Eight of Swords, especially with this Tower card, the Tower moment happens in our lives when there's something that has been hidden from us that needs to be exposed, or something that we just weren't seeing. Like I keep on telling you, I know it's conflicting you right now, and it's hard for you to make a decision, especially being the kind of thorough, complete person that you are, where you have to have all your facts first before you can make a major decision, which is a great characteristic of yours. But it's like that Tower card, I'm telling you, the Tower moment will happen very much in your life, and you will be like, I know what I need to do. Like, you won't even have to think twice about it. Okay, because the Eight of Swords is saying that you feel very stuck. That's what the Eight of Swords is, a person who feels stuck. They don't know what to do. They're not taking action, sort of at a standstill. And once this Tower moment happens in your life, you will be like, I know what I need to do now. And then next you even have the Ace of Cups. So clarify the Ace of Cups. I know what it is, but I kind of want to show you. Let's see. Okay. So with the Ace of Cups, this is definitely an offer. But in clarity of the Ace of Cups, look at what happened. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. They're going to come back. It's like the second you've had enough and you choose to start this new beginning, that's one of your options. You do have a new beginning awaiting. This is not something that you're forced to stay in. The second you realize that new beginning, look who comes in. Knight of Swords, this player energy, right? And then look what's going to happen. Six of Cups, a reunion. If this is not what you want, at least now you've seen it, okay? And I always tell people it could be avoided now that you know ahead of time. But Six of Cups is a card of a reunion happening, all right? So I feel like your reading is really a message. It's like a warning message for you, because now you're seeing what it's like. This is what's going to happen and blah, blah, blah. If you don't want it to happen, you're seeing everything ahead of time. So hi, Kate. Thanks for tuning in. So, Nita, thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate it. I hope that this reading was helpful. Okay, let's see who's next. Okay, Donna is next. Donna. Donna, are you in the chat right now? Because we're going to do your reading. What's going on in Donna's love life? 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 Hi, you guys. For those of you who are tuning in, welcome to my live stream reading. Today I'm doing a $25 general love reading, and I will look into your love life and we're going to discuss what I see happening. I will try to give you some advice. In the chat section, you will see the link to my PayPal and other information. I just posted it. My comments are the ones that are highlighted in yellow. So let's going on? What's going on in Donna's love life? What's going on in Donna's love life? Oh, Donna, you've been busy, huh? Did something just happen? You've been very busy with something. Okay. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Wands. If I can, there we go. It's this one. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Clarify the Two of Swords. I just feel like you've been really busy, like you've been really taking action. But let's just start with this Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you were kind of forced or pushed to see something that you've been trying really hard not to see because you were holding on to the potential of this connection. Um, but it's like the universe was like, you know what, Donna, it's time for you to see this situation for what it is, because the potential is not guaranteed. I always tell people that. And in clarity of the Five of Pentacles, the Chariot card did come out. So you were pushed to sort of move forward, or at least try to walk away from the situation. I do feel like, why am I hearing that they played you? Like you got played? Is that what I'm hearing? You got like tricked, taken advantage of, like, and they didn't think that, like, they were angry at this action that you made, or this decision that you took to move forward, because this is someone who kind of underestimated that you would be able to do that. Um I do feel like the person you're dealing with kind of liked keeping you around, but they never had any serious intentions. So you trying to move forward, they don't like that. Um, in clarity of the Five of Pentacles, you also have the Ten of Wands. Tell me more about this Ten of Wands. Oh, you have your mind made up, Donna, because with the Ten of Wands here, as stressful and burdened as you feel, this Ace of Wands is like you have all the answers, or you got all the answers, and you're like, you have your mind made up. That's what this Ace of Wands is really telling me. How else can I put it? It's like you finally know how to deal with this situation. Finally, that's the key word, because perhaps you've been dealing with this for a long time, but it's like you see the problem and you know the solution, and the solution is moving forward and not putting up with this. Um, is that making sense? You said, yes, it's been, wow, 6 years, correct. Um, Next, you have the Nine of Wands being clarified by the Two of Wands. Uh-oh. King of Cups. So there's some temptation here. Like I warned you with that Chariot, they really underestimated that you would ever put your foot down like this and move forward. Um, they really underestimated you, but it's like with the Nine of Wands, I do feel like this person was more codependent on you as than you were, but they kind of made it, They made you feel like you needed them when actually they need you, because with the Nine of Wands, girl, they are struggling. They're struggling right now, which is why with the King of Cups, they're doing things to not let you move forward, okay? This is someone who likes having you around, but with no serious intentions to really commit, okay? Because with the King of Cups, they do have options. And the thing with them is they move at a slow pace, because you said y'all were together for 6 years, but it's like I don't see them giving you any offers for those 6 years. And that's just because they had other options. Um, so be careful with that temptation, okay, that they might come towards you with, because the Two of Wands, it's you being very defensive towards them, and the history and the past, being very defensive towards your past. But just make sure that this person doesn't have too much power over, your thoughts, too much power over your energy, where they can like come in and just ruin your day or put you in a bad mood. Um, Yeah, but you're not even looking at that. Whatever temptation they want to bring to you, Donna, with the Two of Wands, I feel like you've just had enough of this person. It's like they're going to be in the background tempting you, doing things to get your attention, and you have your guards up. You're not even going to be paying them any mind. Um, let's see. Next, you have the Ace of Pentacles being clarified by the Emperor. Oh, yep, that's exactly what I thought. So you know what's coming towards you next. I feel like you kind of have an idea of this, or this won't come as a surprise, because the individual that you're dealing with is incredibly, extremely immature. With the Ace of Pentacles here, as you move forward, like I always tell people, you're not forced to stay in a connection that isn't benefiting you. There's always that option to move towards a new beginning, and you will accept that offer with this Ace of Pentacles, right? I even see with the Emperor, I definitely see that there's going to come a time where once this new person comes in, I do kind of feel like there's going to be some temptation. There's going to be some temptation. This is like in the far future, though, Donna. There's going to be some temptation that this ex will cause once this new person comes in, because this new person is coming in as the Emperor. So they're going to be very, very serious. When the Emperor wants something, he goes and he gets it. So if you're dealing with an individual where they didn't know what they want, and then they see you with an Emperor who is like committing to you, giving you offers and just serious about you, exes like to pop up during that time when they see someone better, right? That's exactly what's going to happen. And it's going to cause a lot of drama and confusion in your life, making you very distracted from seeing this incredible Emperor that you'll be dealing with. So the Two of Pentacles is saying, this is a person who's juggling. And like I said, this Emperor is going to come in, because I do see you choosing to move forward. But it's like the second that Emperor comes in and this current person sees just how powerful and serious this Emperor is about you, of course, they want to come in with that temptation. You said you blocked him. Yeah, I mean, you're very, very, like, you have your mind made up. Next, you have the Two of Swords being clarified by the Seven of Swords. I do see in the future, in the end of everything, you will choose to end this for good. I mean, the Death card came out. There's nothing else that I can say. An ending is an ending with this Death card. Okay, Two of Swords, you will be able to make up your mind once this confusion comes in the future. In the end, you will make up your mind, because the Seven of Swords is saying you're getting the heck away from this person and closing that cycle. Okay? Wow. I do wish you the best on it, because I'm literally getting like a little bit of a headache. The person you're dealing with is really just evil. Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry. I hope you don't get offended. But this person you're dealing with, what I don't like about them is that they underestimate you. They underestimate you, and they don't take you seriously. So this action that you're taking to get away from this situation is good. You will be okay because, like I said, you'll choose to end this cycle, and that Seven of Swords is you walking away for good. You will definitely be okay, but it's like my advice to you is to start the healing process now so that when that emperor comes in, this person won't even have the ability to pop up and distract you. Start that healing now. Okay, Donna? So, Donna, thank you so much. I do appreciate your support. I hope that this gave you a better understanding about what's going on in your love life. Let's see. So, if there is anyone who would like a reading, please let me know. Um, there's currently no one on the list. I'm just going to be here just keeping an eye on the chat. You guys are more than welcome to chat with each other. Um, but I'm still here. Just let me know if you want a reading. Hi, Shakima. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Okay, Shakima, let's see what's going on in your love life. What's going on in Shakima's love life? What is going on in Shakima's love life? Clarify the Judgment. Clarify the Ten of Wands. Clarify the Hermit. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Uh-oh, what's going on here? So let's just start with this Judgment. I feel like you didn't you didn't get your way recently, or like you didn't get the outcome that you were really expecting to get. And that's what's pushing you to try to make a decision, a final decision. Now, in clarity of the judgment, you do have the Queen of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pick up on something with this Queen of Cups. I feel like there's a big picture here that you're not seeing, Shakima, simply because you're going on a really fast pace. Like there's something that you really want to accomplish with this person, and it's not to say that it's impossible to accomplish that, but I do feel like you're kind of in too much of a rush, okay? And because you're not getting what you want quickly, it's making you pretty much want to, give up on this situation, or you're really, whatever it is that you found out, not that you found out recently, but whatever it is that you, like, you didn't get your way about something recently, it just really, it's like, how do I say it? It just really made you pessimistic, if that makes sense, about this connection. Made you pessimistic. It's like, let me see how else I can reword it. To be honest, I just feel like you're kind of distracted. You're distracted from seeing that you really already have what you need with this person, but it's like, I don't know if you're wanting something from them too soon, too quickly, and that's kind of blocking you from seeing, hey, like you should be satisfied with what you already have with them. See if I can say it differently. Let's see what's going on with this Five of Wands. Yeah, Shakima, let's have a talk, okay, girl? Because I just feel like you want things to be quick. Like um you want something to happen quickly. It's like you want your partner to see something like, oh, you feel like, oh, me and them should be here and we're not. Um we should have already accomplished this and we haven't. And it's like you're comparing yourself to something or other people's relationships, or it's something with your expectations that's kind of blocking you from seeing, hey, this is a connection that you know it's like you already have, it's enough, it's enough for you. But your high expectation is making you kind of be blinded, to see being blinded from seeing that this connection is something that's already abundant, that the two of you are right where you need to be. Because the Seven of Pentacles is like you're looking too much into the future and you need to live in the present and, give yourself credit, especially your partner, give them credit as well for the success that the two of you have had. Um, I just feel like with the Five of Wands, it's like, I don't know if you've been kind of nagging them a little bit. But the Page of Cups is saying you're right where you need to be. Like, this is already an abundant connection. And, go at a safe pace because you don't want something to happen too quickly. And it does happen, but they're not ready for that? Um, I hope that's making sense. I'm trying to figure out different ways that I can put it. Let's see. You said, I'm listening. Yes, that's how I feel. Now I feel it's impossible. I want him to love me, I guess, or at least see me. I pulled back a bit. And you know what, Shakima? I'm not trying. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are always valid. But maybe there's a way that you can communicate this to your person without making them feel like they're not enough or that they should be doing bigger things that they're not ready for. If it's attention, if you just need him to spend more time with you, then of course, like, your feelings are valid. Let that be known. But it's really all in the way you communicate that to a person where it won't bruise their ego either, and it won't make them feel like, man, like, this woman is hard to please. You don't want them to feel that way. But if they're not meeting your standards or they're not giving you enough attention, then of course communicate that to them. Um, Next, you have the Ten of Wands. So the thing here is, I feel like this is a beautiful connection, but the two of you are hilarious, especially your partner, because they know how anxious you are. So the Ten of Wands, they know that you've been waiting on them to, like, make this major move that you really want them to make. They know that you're waiting. They know that this is something that you really want. I kind of feel like they're kind of having some fun with keeping you waiting as well. In Clarity of the Ten of Wands, you do have the Star card, so they're aware of the major plans and goals that you would like to accomplish. And guess what? Very soon, they will give that to you. But I feel like for now, they're kind of getting some satisfaction from. They're kind of getting satisfied watching you kind of stress yourself out over this. But it will happen with this King of Cups. Hi, Carissa. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you've been well. Next, you have the Hermit. So, the Hermit being clarified by the Hierophant. Let's see what's going on here. Hmm. I just feel like something big is about to happen, like a major surprise that your love interest is going to give you, or your partner is going to give you. And it's going to be a big surprise because with this Lovers, you've been wanting things to happen so quickly. You want this and that, blah blah, because you see all that potential, which is beautiful. But the fact that you don't see them being as anxious for it makes you feel like, oh, they don't see the potential. They're not as passionate about this, and they are. I just feel like the two of you are different, and they show it differently. Because with the Hierophant, they're about to make a really big decision about you. So, I mean, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but just, yeah. Um, Next, you have the Six of Pentacles being clarified by the Three of Wands. Clarify this Three of Wands. Six of Wands. Give me one more clarity. High Priestess came out. So, what I will say here is, it's not the fact that they don't want what you want. It's just that this is someone who has to feel prepared first. And they feel like they need to work on some things, some personal things. It could be like with family members, but something's going on right now that's keeping them not as focused on you. And that's because they're having some, like, I feel like it's like family or like some stress that they're dealing with in their personal life. And so they don't feel prepared yet. And that could also explain why they haven't been giving you 100% of their attention. But they don't want to give you this big surprise yet because they don't want to give you something major and then they're still having to deal with some, mess or drama in their personal life. So with the Six of Pentacles, it's really them recognizing that there's an imbalance right now in this connection, that they're kind of slipping. Okay, someone here is investing more of their time, and they know that, it's, they know that it's not balanced. And so once they do clear this mess, whatever it is that they're dealing with in their personal life, once they do clear it and kind of turn their back to it, I do see them really being 100% focused on you, and especially because this high priestess came out. So they want the same thing as you, but and this is a good thing about them, is they're not going to start something with you knowing that they won't be able to really focus on you. So just give them time, let them, solve whatever this is that they're dealing with in their personal life, and everything is going to be okay, especially with that big surprise. Keep me updated, girl. I don't want to go too much into it. Let's see. You said, I just put myself in friend zone since I feel he looked at me that way. I let him vent about his ex. Today he finally said he's done with his ex. I was surprised for that. Him and his ex have a financial tie. He's been pulling from it, trying to fix it. Oh my gosh, I respect. He doesn't want to bring me into his ish. He doesn't. He doesn't, and that shows that this is someone who cares about you, because they don't want to put you in a third party situation. First of all, they don't want to give you, a bad impression. And so, like I said, let them clear this mess that they're dealing with in their personal life, and once they clear that, they will be making, really big offers to you, and they will be 100% focused on you. Okay, so it's just really patience. Perhaps during this time you can kind of, try not to be too invested in what he's doing in his personal life, because you don't want to carry those burdens as well. Um, I mean, that's not your baggage to carry. I know that you said you guys are friends and you give him advice, but try not to put too much energy into what he's doing with someone else, because it is a situation that he will, sort of clear that mess with them. So, Shakima, I do hope that this kind of, gave you more clarity, especially confirmation that everything's going to be okay. You guys are definitely on the right path. What does FWB mean? I sound old. FWB. Let's see. Oh, okay, okay. Carissa, you're like, you guys are like, how does she not know that? Well, if you ask me, that's a risky situation to put yourself in, because I mean, the person that you're dealing with, I'll tell you this, they are definitely trustworthy. Just give them time to clear some mess from their past, because they don't want to drag you into it. But I feel like in general, that's a risky situation, because what if you don't get what you want, you know? Um, but yeah, girl, don't worry about it. I definitely like this person that you're dealing with. I like their energy. I do feel like they're worthy. Just, give them time to sort things out in their personal life, because they don't want to drag you into it, and they don't want to like have unfinished business from their past and then start something new with you just for that same thing from their past to pop up and negatively influence y'all's connection. So if there's anyone who wants a reading, definitely let me know. I'm probably going to be on here for about 30 more minutes. So if you would like a reading, please make your purchase. There's currently no one on the list. So you guys, I went to the grocery store today and I had to wake up really early in the morning, um, just because people are like hoarding and they're, selling out stuff. And I was lucky enough to get to the store early where they were literally restacking they were restacking a bunch of toilet paper. I almost cried. I was like, "Oh my gosh, finally toilet paper." Because people want to sell out toilet paper and I'm like, "That's so selfish. Like there's no need for one person to buy over 10 packs of toilet paper." That's why we ran out. But I'm so glad that I was able to find more. Oh, I love that pick a card reading as well, Carissa. I think that's one of my favorite pick a card readings. But the thing is, like, my subscribers don't really watch my pick a card readings. Maybe you guys just like specific readings on your signs, but I'm like, try something new. Like, watch my pick a card readings. Yeah, now they're doing a limit. Now they're doing a limit on how many products one person can buy. And I'm like, y'all should have done that a long time ago to avoid, this situation where you guys are like sold out. You know what? I might actually make that one of my live stream reading questions, if they are in love with you. Ooh, that's a good idea, Carissa. Yeah, like the fear in everyone is just like it's too much, especially overbuying with groceries. All of those things are going to expire, and then you're going to end up wasting your money and wasting food. I saw a picture online of this woman who bought over 30 gallons of milk. Why? Do you know how fast milk expires? It's just ridiculous and it's selfish. So you guys, I'm going to be on here for about 5 more minutes. If you want a reading, please go ahead and make your purchase. Please don't make a purchase after I've ended this live stream. I think I'm just going to start refunding people who do that. I don't want to be mean, but it's like if I'm, if the live stream is over, don't make a purchase. So now that it's not over yet, make a purchase if you would like. Oh, from the store? I did not get snacks. I got like food that will last me a long time. I got like a lot of vegetables. I got fruits. I was trying to find rice because rice lasts very long, but they were all sold out. Um, my fear is the city that I live in. Excuse me, my stomach's growling, but my fear is having a lockdown that's so scary, like not being able to, like if you need food, not being able to leave. I don't think that's going to happen. And I feel like even if they do have a lockdown, they will probably have, curfew where you can still go to the grocery store. But that's just my fear. So I'm trying to stack up on food that will last me a long time. Um, Wait, seaweed chips? I've never heard of that. How does it taste? Seaweed. The only time I've really tried seaweed was on sushi. That's what you like to eat, Chris? Seaweed chips, you said it tastes like air. Oh my gosh. You like that? You see, I like unhealthy snacks. I like hot Cheetos. I like all that unhealthy snacks. But I'm not really like I'm more of like I like food. Like I'm more of like a dish, like entree type of girl. I don't really snack too much unless I'm watching a movie or something. And you like that? Oh my gosh. No, I feel like you would like. Hi, Carol. I feel like you would like those salt and vinegar chips. Have you tried that? I feel like you would really like it since you like, salty stuff. Morning, Carol, even though it's nighttime here. How is it going in Australia? What? You hate those chips, Carissa, but you like seaweed and salt chips? Interesting. See, I like spicy stuff, so like hot Cheetos or there's this really good chips. It's not really popular though, but it's like popcorn with hot Cheeto dust. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh, you guys got into lockdown. You see, I told you, Carol. I told you to stack up on toilet paper last time, and you were like, oh, it's okay over here. No one's really freaking out. It's okay. Mm-hmm. I told you, Carol. Oh, yeah, I did too. I bought a new bottle of wine. I was like, I need my wine. Okay, you guys, so it's pretty much a slow day today. I know on Friday it was popping, um, but it's a slow Sunday. People are probably, I don't know, sleeping or chilling. Um, but thank you guys so much for those of you who got a reading. I do appreciate it. I did do a good amount of readings tonight, so thank you guys so much. Carol, Carissa, I know Carol, you're just stopping by, but um, I'm probably gonna do a live tomorrow, but yeah, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that when I do these live readings, YouTube will notify you.